A greeting card seems simple. A rectangular piece of paper folded in half, printed artwork on the front, a short message inside. Often accompanied by an envelope, it feels modest, almost replaceable in an era of instant messages and digital posts. Yet the greeting card persists. Its form folded, sized to fit in one hand, structured with an outside and an inside, is the result of centuries of evolving communication habits and human psychology. Before greeting cards, there were letters. Letters were long-form communication. They carried news, emotion, updates, apologies, confessions. Writing one required time, thought, and material. Sending one required effort. For significant occasions, births, deaths, marriages, letters were natural. But as societies grew more urban and industrialized, the volume of social obligations expanded. More birthdays, more holidays, more acquaintances. Not every relationship required a full letter. Printing technology changed everything. In the 19th century, advances in lithography and mass printing reduced the cost of decorative paper products. Pre-printed holiday messages began appearing. They allowed senders to acknowledge an occasion without composing lengthy text. This solved a time problem, but it introduced another question. How should these messages be presented? The folded format emerged naturally. The aha moment begins here. A folded card creates two spaces, public and private. The front is visible before opening. It signals the occasion and tone. A birthday balloon, a sympathy motif, a wedding illustration. The inside holds the personal content. That separation matters. If the message were printed on a single flat sheet, the moment of opening would vanish. The act of unfolding creates anticipation. It slows the exchange. Greeting cards are not information delivery systems. They are ceremonial objects. The fold introduces ritual. You receive the envelope, you open it, you slide out the card, you unfold it. Only then do you read the message. Each step creates a small pause. That pause amplifies emotional weight. The envelope itself solves multiple problems. It protects privacy. The message inside is shielded from casual glance. It protects the paper from damage in transit. It standardizes size for postal systems. The dimensions of greeting cards reflect postal constraints. Standard sizes reduce mailing costs and fit automated sorting systems. A card too large becomes expensive to send, too small and it feels insignificant. This balance between presence and practicality shaped the familiar rectangular form. Why paper? Paper carries physicality. Digital messages are immediate but ephemeral. A greeting card occupies space. It can be displayed on a shelf, taped to a wall, kept in a box for years. The weight of the paper communicates effort. Heavier cardstock feels intentional. Thinner paper feels disposable. Manufacturers understand this. Many cards use slightly thickened stock to convey value without excessive cost. The blank space inside is equally important. Even when pre-printed messages exist, space remains for handwriting. That space signals authenticity. The printed sentiment expresses a universal idea. The handwritten edition personalizes it. The card becomes a hybrid of mass production and individual expression. This hybrid form replaced handwritten-only correspondence for routine occasions because it balances efficiency with personalization. Trade-offs appear throughout its design. If the printed message is too specific, it alienates some buyers. If it is too generic, it feels hollow. The artwork must signal tone clearly but remain versatile enough to appeal broadly. Even the typography reflects emotional calibration. Script fonts for romance, serif fonts for sympathy, bold, playful fonts for celebration. Greeting cards operate within a subtle social economy. They are proof of acknowledgement. Sending a card demonstrates recognition of an event. Not sending one may signal neglect. This social pressure influenced their widespread adoption. But the folded form remains central. The fold also strengthens the structure. A single sheet of paper bends easily. Folded in half, it gains rigidity. It can stand upright for display. This structural benefit supports the ritual function. Many recipients place cards on mantles, desks, or refrigerators. The folded base allows the card to stand like a small monument to the occasion. This standing form reinforces visibility. The card becomes part of the environment temporarily, extending the moment beyond the exchange. Human behavior shaped this further. We like objects that can be handled comfortably. The standard greeting card fits naturally in two hands when opened. It is intimate in scale, larger than a phone screen, but smaller than a book. This scale creates a sense of closeness. Oversized novelty cards exist, but they function more as spectacle than intimacy. The standard size balances presence with personal space. Even the glossy coating on many cards serves a purpose. It enhances color saturation, making images more vivid under varied lighting. But interiors are often matte to allow easier handwriting. That material contrast reflects use case awareness. A fully glossy interior would resist ink and feel impersonal. The greeting card also replaced more labor-intensive handmade tokens for routine occasions. Before mass production, individuals crafted decorative notes or visited in person. As life accelerated, efficiency became necessary. The card condensed expression. Instead of writing paragraphs, you could select a pre-written sentiment that approximated your feelings. Some criticize this as impersonal, but the ritual of selecting a card, browsing, choosing one that matches tone, is itself an act of intention. The card becomes a proxy for emotional articulation. The realization deepens when you see that greeting cards exist because human relationships require acknowledgement, but not always conversation. They bridge distance without demanding dialogue. The fold reinforces that boundary. The inside is personal but brief. The outside is public but symbolic. Invisible design often reveals itself in sequencing. Greeting cards are designed around a sequence of actions: select, sign, seal, send, open, display, store. Every part of their form supports that sequence. The envelope standardizes transit. The fold creates reveal. The size fits postal systems and human hands. The paper weight conveys significance. The blank space invites participation. Even in a digital age, physical greeting cards persist because they create a tactile interruption. A notification on a screen competes with others. A card requires physical handling. It slows time momentarily. It asks for attention. That pause is its enduring strength. The greeting card exists in its current form because it balances efficiency and emotion. It is mass-produced but individualized, structured but flexible, public and private at once. And perhaps that is why it has not disappeared. In a world of instant communication, the folded card still offers something rare: a deliberate moment, a quiet reveal, a tangible acknowledgement that someone thought of you. Invisible design does not always reside in complex mechanisms. Sometimes it lives in a fold, a simple crease that separates outer signal from inner meaning. And once you notice that separation, the greeting card stops being just paper. It becomes choreography, designed not to deliver information, but to stage feeling.